Rippity-doo-dah here for another episode of Hunting the Yellow Monster. This is a special day because we have received our Super Jumbo box of Fleer 91 here. Look at that. We are loaded up, 24 packs there. We are through our 36 wax packs and our 24 of the Jumbo Cellos. So we're on to Super Jumbos now. As we start this box, we are short 6 logos. I recognize I've actually never said what they are. It's Angels, Cubs, Mets, A's, Mariners as the single logos. And then we are missing one of the 4 logo sticker cards, which is the Braves, the Cubs, Kansas City, and Milwaukee. We are sitting at 7 out of the 12 Provisions, and I have 2 of those rack packs that have been sitting in the mail, lost in the mail. For longtime viewers, they've heard me complain about these before. I don't think we're getting those, even if we are, and we went 2 for 2 in Provisions, we would only be at 9 of 12. So that's probably not going to, or that's not going to happen. Not going to be able to finish that insert set. And we are sitting at 5 out of the 10 All-Star cards. I don't think we're going to pull 5 out of 24 packs, let alone the 5 exact ones that we need. So it's going to be close on that too. We're hoping that this is going to get us to our goal of getting the entire base set. We're at 655 out of 720. That's 91.1% of the way there. So we're going to rip all of these, and then we're going to update and see where we are. I don't really have a plan for this video. I was thinking of doing like a big rip here. Maybe I'll do 2 or 3 of these, but I'm also, look at that. We're looking to see if we have any damage to these. These are looking good. I was concerned about getting 24 of these and not, having damage done to them. All right, we got the Twins. We have a ton of Twins. We got the Dodgers. Hey, we got the Brewers. And then we got a 4 spot here that we don't, that we're not looking for. All right, don't see any black in here, so we got a base pack, which is perfectly fine because look at these yellow beauties. These ones are nice and vibrant. Gary Wayne, I think, might be new. Same with Stottlemyre. Treadway is. We're somewhere in the collation that we're looking all right so far, because I don't recognize that Craig Worthington card either. So we're going to see how we're doing here. Mark Knutson getting a Brewer. Hey, that's our first Dave Henderson. Okay, we're in, and that's our first Steve Avery. I think that's our first Junior Felix. Wouldn't it be funny if we pull basically all that we need like right away? There's our first David Justice. That's a big one. That's a big one, finally getting Justice. Because I've got all the boxes here, I didn't set up a stand today. Lance Blankenship, Pagnozzi, Edgar Diaz. A lot of these. Hey, David Cone. That's our first David Cone. Calderon, Rafael Ramirez. Our second Pete Harnish of the pack. Oh, wait a minute. Our second Gary Wayne as well. So, yeah, let's put those down. We got the 2 Harnishes. We got the 2 Gary Waynes. So those 2, I guess, are beside each other in the collation no matter what. We got Marvel Wynn, Julio Valera, Spires. A lot of these are looking like cards that we haven't pulled yet. Now we're back into some more that I believe that we have. Acker, hey, John Smoltz. Always fun pulling John Smoltz. That's a nice looking card. Mackie Sasser there. I think we've made some very valuable. We've made a chunk here. We've got a chunk. Let's do at least one more. There's a part of me that wants to rip until we get a sticker that we haven't seen, or until we pull an All-Star card. But I also don't want to sit here and rip half the box in one in one sitting. One, it wouldn't be fun to sort through all that. 2, I want to get this content so it lasts at least until Halloween. as I've said before, I shoot these well in advance of them actually going up on the channel. So we're waiting for Game 7 results of the NL or ALCS. All right, we got the Cincinnati Reds, Rangers, Blue Jays. Hey, that's a good omen for the Blue Jays, maybe. Chicago White Sox, whom we don't need, and then another 4 spot that we don't need. We're gonna. I really want to get all those stickers. I would have thought that would have been one of the easier things to do. Kevin Brown. Hey, Joe Carter. Steve Crawford. Kind of sucks that you don't get an action shot when you're in a set here. That's our first Jesse Barfield. Of all the teams, Yankees are the ones that we're missing the most of going into this rip today. Leonard, Randy Myers, Harris. Hey, Jose Offerman. I like the look of that card. Ruffin. Rick Parker. For some, a little bit tired right now. I read that as Rice Parker at first. Glenn Braggs. Keeps coming in and out. I think that's only the second Vince Coleman that we pulled, and this one is really nicely centered. So that could end up going into the, it's either going to go into the collection or could even, oh, Leonard Delino DeShields. Hey! Big Pen and Franco. This, I believe, is only the second one of these we have pulled, or is this the one that we're looking for? No, this isn't the one that we're looking for of the Superstar Specials, but that's a really nicely centered card, which is good because I think our first, so we've got one Superstar Special for sure that's way off. So fun pulling that. Wally Joyner, Lee Brandt, Rance Malinix. See, Pat Borders, World Series MVP. That's my first Pat Borders. And funnily enough, it's got a good border. All right, I'd like to say I'll promise not to do any more jokes like that, but and yes, that does qualify as a joke. BJ Surhoff on the Brewers. Man, we have pulled a lot of cards that we had not seen yet. So maybe it was just getting out of the 2 boxes I already had to start to work on this collation a little bit better here. I think Robinson might be a new one for us as well. Danny Tartable. That's fun. We will do one more here. We'll do one more, and then that'll get me plenty to sort through here. My Brewers might be out, but they just released a NLCS program on MLB The Show, which give me a few more Brewers cards to throw onto my Diamond Dynasty team. I don't play online or anything. I just like doing certain builds. Ooh, these ones are chewed up a little bit. Looks like a couple of them, but hey, I see some black there. So we've got an all-star card, so let's rearrange. Yeah, you can see we got an all-star card there. But we also have, if you look there, got a couple of them that, it's even hard to tell if that, there's a couple that might have dings in them, but not anything too serious. All right, we've got, I don't recognize that Pirates one, but that's why I put them all down. Here we go. Look at this. Finally, pull the Angels. Finally, pull the Mets. And finally, pull the Cubs. It's something with the collation there. That's 3 of them that we needed. This is the second time this has happened where we've pulled multiple from one of these Super Jumbos that we needed. So that'll take us up to 37 of the 40 now. That is that's a big one, and we got an all-star card in here. So I'm glad that that I said one more, even though my original thing was like, let's go until we pull an all-star or stickers, and then we do that in the one that I say is the last one anyway. That was a great sentence. If you can follow that, you let me know. I've wrecked it for myself twice. I've seen the all-star. I'm sure you've seen it too. It's Ryan Sandberg. I think we have Sandberg? I actually can't remember. I should have checked that before I started the rip here, but we'll throw Sandberg just like that. So much for keeping that to the end, but I'm having trouble gripping all these cards at once. Lee Smith. Hey, Darryl Strawberry. We haven't really pulled that many Strawberries. I'm still looking to get another Bo Jackson I've only pulled a couple of his. I haven't pulled one that's like really nicely centered yet to throw in a top loader. There's Fernando Mania. Oh, that's our first Cecil Fielder. There we go. That is a big one. There's another Edgar Martinez there. We've pulled a bunch here that we need for sure. Dave Martinez. I think that I know we pulled one of those earlier today. Those might have been our first Dave Martinez. No, they're not. They're not, because we are looking. I remembered we're looking for El Presidente, Dennis Martinez. He might be the last of the big names that we're looking for now for our base set. Hey, we've been waiting all this time to get Henderson pulled over 1,000 cards, and those two are definitely beside each other in the collation. And I remember Junior Felix being there too. So maybe we're because there's our second David Justice after not pulling one in those first two boxes. So interesting stuff for another David Cohn. Calderon, we'll finish off with Dave Henderson there. So I am not 100% sure if we needed the Sandberg. I gotta move this yellow monster anyway to put in some of the cards. Let's take a quick look here, see if we needed that Sandberg. For some reason I think that we had him, but it'll take me 2 seconds to check here. Oop, bumped it a little bit. No, we had Sandberg, so that is a hit, getting the All-Star card, but unfortunately one of the 5 that we already had. Still a cool card, and it's in decent condition too, so maybe I'll throw that one on top loader and use it as a display piece here with the rest of these boxes. Anyway, a little bit longer of a rip. I'm feeling really good about it, not just getting the logos, but really happy to finally pull 3 of the logos that we hadn't pulled one of yet. Gives me some hope that we're going to finish that at some point in this giant box of Super Jumbos here. But I also feel like that we might have pulled over a dozen cards that are needed in the base set, and at this point, that's a huge number with how many packs we've already ripped here. But at any rate, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you've subscribed and been liking or leaving comments or anything like that, I super appreciate it. I just started this as a fun little thing to do, and I'm happy if anybody's along with me, watching me rip, enjoying or maybe helping me through my sorrow of the Brewers being done. But we're having a great time here, and I'm happy to have you along. So, see you in the next one.